Okay, I have a question. Do I ever use the very low notes or the high notes at the end of the piano? Yeah, but like less than the middle notes for sure. I think that every section of the piano has a distinct purpose. On the left side of the piano, these big notes. Those notes are big because the hammer is like punching a really big metal string. And that string, when it vibrates the air, is creating a big sound wave. So this is they call these low notes, but really they're sonically like the big notes. That's how I think about it. And so when you're down here, I'm imagining that I'm I'm a bass player. You know, piano is an instrument of the imagination. All the best piano players are pretending they're doing something other than piano. Let's use this little light of mine as an example. This little light of mine is cute. All right, so if I'm down here in the bass, like I might want so I'm pretending I'm that bass player. And then so I'm like, okay, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. So I'm pretending to be my bass player down here a lot of times. As the notes get smaller, you can actually play more of them. So when I play down here in the bass, I tend to play one note at a time only because like the notes are really big and they'll smash into each other. So I like to just do one down here. They're already big. You don't need to make them bigger. Here, this part of the piano, I'm kind of starting to do more open chord stuff. So like if I'm playing an A minor, because my hand is already there, like I might not play it all the way. I might remove this middle note, you know? On guitar, this is called power chords. And I always like that because they are powerful. Yeah, like that's a good name for them. You could call them fifths. I don't like that. That's bad branding. Power chords. And so that's like a nice little zone to kind of do more chords, maybe not as big, but the middle range of the piano, this is kind of like if I have a bass player, I don't play here. And then I instead will play in the middle range with my left hand, freeing my right hand up to do other stuff. So if I'm playing a jazz gig, let's say, or no, I'll do this little light of mine still. So I might do like chords here. You know, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. This, you know, I might go here because I have a bass player and they'll hold it down for me. Then like this part of the piano from here to here for your right hand, it's pretty much fair game. So these, you can do chords over here with your right hand and it'll be good. I like to solo play melodies in this range. And this part up here, these are like your little twinkle notes, you know, they're like really, really tiny. One of my favorite pianists is a pianist named Ahmad Jamal. He kind of was like Miles Davis's mentor. And he had this really cool sound where he like didn't play a whole lot of notes, but everything he did play was perfect. And so I'm going to do a bad imitation, but he'll be up here like... You know, like little cute little melodies up there. Count Basie would do like an ending up here, you know. That kind of thing. So there is a really nice kind of sound that I really enjoy up here because the notes are tiny, so I think they're cute. I don't know. If you play piano long enough, you end up having like this weird relationship with the instrument. And I have a very weird one. So that's kind of how I perceive the range of the piano. I mean, that's not like a hard and fast rule, but I think just kind of being aware of like the size of the notes can give you more information and more purpose on like why you're choosing to play them. And I love these questions, but and I'll obviously, like, I'm a yapper. I'll give you my opinion about this stuff all day. However, I would also challenge you when you have this question to like investigate it for yourself. If you're over here and you're like, these notes are kind of dusty. That's how mine end up being. Like, these notes get dusty because I don't use them as much. And I'm like, these notes are kind of dusty. Like, what's going on up here? All right, that's a little too small. Like, that's, I don't know. It's like kind of, that's something though. Like, that's got a little meat to it. And then since you have two hands, now you can use these ranges of the piano to kind of tell a story. So like, what happens if I go really wide? Maybe I go down. Maybe I get some chords. And then here's that 5 chord. See what I'm saying? So it's that's when you start to start to get all these things going like together. So that's eventually your kind of understanding from playing the piano will guide you. And that's kind of the beauty of Piano by Pictures. Like, we don't tell you every single note. Jazz also doesn't tell you every single note. Some music is designed to give you a fair amount of wiggle room, some freedom.